Oh, I was getting pissed. It wasn't letting me go live, guys. It kept rejecting me. Every time I clicked go live, it would turn off. That was fucking weird. I've never had that happen. Hey, nephew. And now I can't hear Leon.
Shut up.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
What's up, you worthless bastards and bitches?
Well, you know, after all, I am a chain smoker. I'm a Q fanatic. Like, bro,
You
when
like
I
my
tell you
name?
it's been a hilarious week.
You like my name?
I actually very much do like your name. Well, as many of my Instagram followers know, I've caused more drama this week.
All right, so look, does this have anything to do with this AI shit that you randomly sent me?
Yes.
Okay, so just so you know, I don't give a fuck. Because you just randomly fucking message me saying, oh, I hate AI or something. I'm like, this thing ain't got nothing to do with any conversation we talked about.
Shit. That's how you send me random shit. Deal with it. That's how we do.
No. But I send you random videos. And if I do, like, send something that has to do with conversation, it'll be on topic. I won't just be talking to you and then just be like, oh, I just ran over a dead dog.
The fuck? No, sometimes you'll message me, you'll be like, hey, and then you'll start talking about some random drama I know nothing about. So it's my turn. Sup, angry black mouth form? What? Alright. There, now I finished my lunch at least.
Badass.
Mm-hmm. But no. As many of you know, I got into conversations on Instagram about the AI artwork shit. But what's funny is that I said the exact same shit that I said on Instagram on Facebook. Oh, and people have meltdowns. People had an absolute shit fest over what I said on Facebook. And it devolved into one of the funniest conversations where people were just making shit up. And at the end of it, one of them said, she's gone through all of my socials and she's seen exactly the kind of person I am. I said, okay, well, what is it? She goes, just go back to chain smoking in your living room. I'm like, what?
You are a chain smoker.
I know. 6 packs a day. Clearly, I don't eat. I smoke cigarettes. That's why I weigh only 110 pounds.
Yeah, that's too much of a bad lie. Ain't nobody gonna believe that one.
Uh-huh. That's my point. It was the dumbest shit ever came out. She's like, it's all over your social media. I'm like, where? I'm not going to take the time to prove it to you what you already know. No, I really need to know who's marauding as me and smoking on camera. She said it was me and my husband. And I was like, okay. And it's just shit like that that has me dying.
I mean, you are malformed. Look at you.
Only a little bit. So, I don't know the exact person. I only knew her in passing. Another fat acceptance woman has died below the age of 40 due to heart reasons. And now I'm going to patiently wait and see if the fat community says anything. I don't want to hold my breath because I don't feel like dying. And on top of that, one of my favorite fat women, Lexi Nimmo, went on Dr. Phil, where she proceeded to look scientists and health doctors in the face, you guys, and tell them that they were wrong about health facts. That she does not believe their studies about weight loss and heart conditions, and that it's because of her lived experience that she knows better. So you know I can't wait to do a video on that. Isaac Butterfield did a video on it, and I have to. I have to, because she was the first for me, you know. She's the one that pissed me off to begin with. So, I gotta cover it. Well, you, nephew, what's going on with you this week?
Who cares?
Me, who cares? I asked, so obviously I care. You know you want to conversate. This motherfucker. But that's what I found that out, and I was like, ooh, Moon! He's the most handsome black YouTuber on the planet, but he also a little bitch leaving me like that. How dare he? Let me find it. I'm doing a commission today. I've got to find her messages. Where are you? But yeah, guys, when I tell you the drama was real, the drama was so real. These people, I don't know what they're smoking. Put me back in. Listen, you're the one that left, you butt munch.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just thought it was funny. He said I wanted to conversate and I just leave. What the fuck do you want?
So you know you want to conversate.
Suck the front end of my dick.
Only the front?
I was watching some funny shit. Motherfucker said, kiss my ass quick.
Also, found some pretty nasty scammers, guys. So the other day when I posted, really, Axel? For fuck's sake, lay down. The other day when I posted about my commissions, and I posted all the commission photos to my Instagram, I get this message from this dude stating he has fallen in love with my artwork and he wants to pay me $300 to get a commission done within 3 days, full color, of his child's dog with the dog name written across it. Now, if you're going to offer me $300, I'm not going to fight you. Then immediately he starts telling me he needs my full name and my PayPal email. And I'm like, well, I'll do you one better. I linked him directly to my PayPal. While I don't like using it, $300, I wasn't going to. Right? That's us. He kept demanding it. So I was like, well, you know what? It's not going to kill me if I give him the email. I want to see what happens. Because I went over with Edie. Edie and I went back and forth. And she was like, that looks suspicious. It doesn't look right. Yeah, major red flags. And as I'm messaging him, another guy messages me saying he wants a commission. Now, he asked me my prices. We went over what he wanted, and he told me exactly what he wanted. Normal guy. Great. I quote him $70 for what he wants. I then get the guy saying, I sent you the $300, but PayPal's saying I have to confirm it.
I'll be back.
All right.
Getting my food.
Go get it. He says, PayPal says I need to confirm it. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's saying it should send you an email confirming it. When I tell you, you guys, it literally wasn't even from PayPal. It was a Yahoo. It was at intel.paypal@yahoo. And I'm like, bro, do I look stupid? But then I find another email where this one didn't even, like, at least the first guy, the $300 guy sent me, it looked like PayPal. He went through the effort to make sure it looked like the PayPal email, but none of the hot links were linked. They were all straight text. But then I get an email because the other guy says, oh, well, it's telling me to confirm it. They were working together because the email he sent me said, you have 370 waiting in your account. I may have been born during the day, sir, but it was not yesterday. And he was like, I sent you the money. I'm going to need that. Because here's where it really proved it was a lie. It said, you're at your limit. Please tell your customer to put an additional $200 into the account. That will bring you up to your limit, and then you'll refund your customer $200. Someone tell me on where on God's green fucking earth you are ever going to see PayPal suggest this. I was dying. I was like, they really tried it too. They really fucking tried it. I told both of them, I said, you know what? It's not going to work. Bye. One of them ended up blocking me. Listen, Chaco, I don't want to hear nothing out of you. I don't want to hear shit. I'm going to pick this girl's best portrait, which is hard because she does do a good job at makeup, but I think I like this one the best. That's the one I think I like. Perfection. That's what I'm going to do. Technically, you're not hearing anything. I divorce you. I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Hello, cats. Why is there a stampede? That is the laziest attempt. Oh my God. When I tell you guys, I might post the emails with redacted information at a later time. But it was, in the one hand, it wasn't lazy because it was very clever for them to do with two people and make it seem more legit by having two people say the exact same thing. They had different nationalities, different kinds of names, all that jazz. So there was some, whatchamacallit, there was some sophistication to it. What they fumbled in was they used Gmail and Yahoo as if PayPal, a multi-billion-dollar fucking company, wouldn't have their own server. And they even tried to say, oh, well, sometimes PayPal has Gmail. The fuck it does! The Star Sun leaks. Right. Me and Elon. Hello. Hi, RC. And then, again, like I was saying today, with these frickin' people on Facebook, when I tell you guys, it's hilarious. It's so fucking funny. Because, like, as you all know, if you follow me on Instagram, I made that post about the AI artwork. I don't feel some type of way the way other artists do about it. I'm going to be making, actually, a bunch of artists that follow me have asked me to do a video on it. So I am going to. I'm going to have to make this smaller. I am going to because I think that's a good idea. And let's make a parameter for this because I think that's the problem, is that I'm trying to find a whole. I'm going too big. But anyways, the AI artwork complaint that I've been hearing from a majority of people is it's going to take commission work from us. And this is where I will tell you right now, I will not say this is my proudest moment, but the people that were arguing with me in my Facebook comments, they don't have to worry about commissions. They do not have to worry about somebody commissioning them. I'm just going to be honest. And on top of that, they were defending fan art to the point where they were saying fan art and fan OCs are good because they are better than the original product. They are more sophisticated. They're a better product overall. And I'm like, you're really sitting here telling me that you, Jane Doe from the middle of freaking nowhere, who has never gone to a single publisher, never gone to a single production house, never gone to a single animation house, you haven't had a lick of training, you have not done anything about color theory, design, you haven't written a single story, no experience, never been rejected, never spent the money, haven't spent the years honing it. If you have suddenly now decided you are better than the artist that did all that, went through all that, you're fucking arrogant. Was this Jane Doe a regular? Yup, they were a DA and Tumblr. Because that's how they all started. Number one, if any of you follow me, but you follow me on all my socials, you'll know that the last time I posted on DA was fucking 2020. My best friend died. It was in 2019 then. It wasn't even 2020. It was 2019. I think it's the last time I posted on my DA. Okay? So it's been that long. But that's the thing, Moon. Even when you have fan art, you do an entire different... That's the thing. It's no longer considered fan art it is considered legal if you change 70% of the character. You absolutely do that. You change the features, you change the style, you change the colors. You make it your own. These people don't do that. They will either direct imitate the artist's style that they like and then just self-insert. And I use, because Hazbin Hotel is the new Homestuck, I use Hazbin Hotel as a perfect example. Because everybody has been making a Hazbin Hotel imp Sona. Because that's the easiest thing to make. Because the imps are one of the most frequent creatures in Hazbin Hotel / Hell of a Boss universe. And the thing they keep doing is, oh, this imp was really Blitzo's dear friend that he just doesn't talk about. Oh, Blitzo isn't really in love with, oh fuck, I forgot his name, but Stolas. He's actually in love with this character, which is literally just the imp version of themselves. You transform them from a vampire to a BDSM. Right. When you do it like that, it's harder to catch on. Here's DeviantArt has war flashbacks. I was there in the trenches. And they started devolving. And you know, Just Pearly Things just said it on hers. Somebody didn't like what she posted. And so they started attacking her looks. Pearly is a very normal looking girl. Okay? She has a lot of hot takes. But she isn't an ugly girl. She's just a normal looking woman. And the thing is, because she is not some drop dead supermodel, people rage at her whenever she has a point. What I missed, I was on the phone with my mom. I remember those early days of OC Sona. Listen, let me tell you something. I like Just Pearly Things too. And I said to her, although obviously she doesn't really know who I am, I wrote to her on Twitter, if people have to make fun of you in order to, if that's the only way they can refute your point, is by mocking your looks or mocking something superficial about you that has nothing to do with the point, then they've already admitted that you've won. Which is exactly what these little... I wonder if I can get away with saying it. The phrase I use, cuntleberries. It's exactly what these people were doing. They couldn't refute anything I said. But what's even funnier is one of the girls that was going super ham on me, she and I actually agreed. But because she realized I was Republican, she kept going fucking hard on me. So here's where it gets even funnier. I said, did you not even understand, you fucking Mensa candidate, that we agree? She's like, I didn't bother reading half of your comments because I don't read Nazis' comments. I'm like, so in other words, you're looking like a straight clown. You're admitting you're a straight clown. And this is the problem. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. When forgetting about the AI artwork part of this, when you combat somebody politically not aligned with you, typically, if you are a libertarian or Republican going against a liberal, you cannot expect logical and sensible conversation. Now, this is not including the liberals in my audience, because I have found there are many liberals in my audience who are extremely normal, reasonable people, and you don't base your shit off emotions. I would love to see you. Oh my god, I would too, but she's in England, so I need a passport first. People would rage if she was hot calling. Yeah, exactly. They would go either way. So even if, is it, oh, Paige, so Paige with a J. Gotcha. You are 100% right, Paige. If Just Pearly was 100% snatched, full lips, perfect makeup, perfect everything, and she looked like the quote-unquote ideal, they would still hate her because, like you said, suddenly she'd be a thought. She'd just be doing it for thirst. She can't win. Allie is great, and I'm so excited for Allie. The baby is healthy and on the way. For instance, I have 2 characters inspired by Cuphead, but I suppose it's supposed to fit in with other OCs in the cartoon style. No fighting, just one that makes milkshakes. Exactly. But that's the thing. They never make an OC to fit in the universe on its own. Nay, it's gotta be within, because they can't handle not having made those great characters, and they feel emotionally connected to these characters, so they want to feel closer to them. And that's the problem at the end of the day, because when they see these characters, just like the Naruto and Sonic nuts back in the day, they're so desperate to want to be in that universe and to be in the inner circle of that, because they don't have real friends on their own, or they don't have many. So what they do is they see Sonic and his friends and how wonderful they get along. So they want to be like Sonic and his friends. Forget the fact that you can't. Instead of understanding that you can't just self-insert and rewrite a story to suit your own fap, which I'm sorry, even if you're not doing it for sexual reasons, you are doing it for some kind of mental fappage. So, like, I would respect somebody who writes something in the universe. So, like, I have less distaste for Pokemon people who do Pokemon OCs, because you never have to interact with the character cast except for the gym leaders in Pokemon. And that would make sense. See, like, that would be an organic and sensible way to take part in the Pokemon universe and to have an OC. Because, except for very few Pokemon, you can have any Pokemon you wish. Now, there is also the cringe of, like, oh, I have Mew and Mewtwo, and I have, like, you know, every legendary. Then shut the fuck up. No, you don't. But that's where it's just this dichotomy where I get very annoyed with people, and it's one of the reasons why I just can't stand fan art as a whole. Now, there are people that draw fan art that I like. What I'm getting from this is a Star Sun has read Pokemon fanfic. I have been subjected to multiple fanfics. Don't forget, I grew up in the age where they blew up. Things like this make me glad I stepped away from the furry fandom. Right. Or at least the mainstream. Yeah, furries are Strange Spice is not usually logical, but it is kind of what makes it. Right, I will say this, Strange Spice. I was getting such entertainment out of it. I have a Meowth unlimited money. I did not subject myself. I was subjected to it by other people. I had friends that were in that shit, and I was like, yes, I'll be the supportive friend, and I'll read it for you, and or they'd call me and be like, you've got to read this fanfic, it's so good. Yeah, the Ash series is ending. A lot of people are hoping that the new kid is actually Ash's kid, which I can get behind, actually. I do like that idea. I think that's really cute. That it would be, finally someone in Ash's family has a dad. And it's not Mr. Mime. He doesn't even have his eyes. Oh my god. Furries make fun of furries. Right, like, I'm sorry, but as someone, again, who grew up during that time frame, there is just something disturbing about furries. And the worst thing is, like, I'm not a furry. I just think that anthropomorphic art is fun. I think the aesthetic is fun. But beyond that, like, I'm sorry for anyone. Well, I'm not really sorry. But if you have a fursuit, I'm judging you. If you're into puppy play, I'm judging you. If you boink in your fursuit, I am heavily judging you. If you're a zoophile, I'm calling the cops. Prismatics, how dare you? My grandma asked what a furry was. Ooh! All my grandparents are dead, and except for Matt's grandma, Starman's grandma's the only one left. And it's moments like this, when you say something like that I'm so glad I don't have a single 80-year-old person to say that to. Ma does not care. She gives zero. She's like, I don't get it. And that's all she'll say. She'll be like, that doesn't make any sense to me, so I don't want to hear about it. And I love it. She ain't curious about that kind of shit. Although she does like, all my in-laws like hearing about the streaming and stuff. My stepmother-in-law and father-in-law and my mother-in-law are all usually tuning in. My stepfather-in-law is currently sick, so he cannot. Honestly, sometimes I'm glad my grandpa died before 20. Right. I miss my mother dearly. Okay? I cry all the time about it. And, Chaco, someone already made that joke on the Facebook threads. But I will say this. There is a whole lot about this new timeline that the reality we're in right now, the universe we're in right now, I am very happy my mother is missing it, because when I tell you, Mamach would have been, my mother would have been through the roof about half of the shit going on. She would have been absolutely apeshit. She would have been flipping out. There'd have been boycotts galore. She would have been going off. She would have been asking to go on stream. I want to talk to your people about this. Is not right. And trust me. You think I'm opinionated? You think I have an opinion? You didn't know Marion. Pups are desperately trying to invade the fandom. Old school and non-leftist furs get ostracized for not going along. Right. Staying inside locked up on top of the furries would have caused a heart attack. No. It's just, when I tell you guys. When I tell you. Her ear is much more circular than that. I got the earlobe generally right, but not the ear curve. But, let me tell you. Let me tell you. So I'm excited. Me and Starman and his best friend Ray, we're all gonna go see the blue people. Speaking of furries. Speaking of the furs, we're going to see it for Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve. They usually tune in at one point or another, but you know who else tunes in? My brother's in-laws. My sister-in-law and her mother, they tune in. I have a very supportive outer family. I'll say that for what it is. They're all very sweet to me. And considering that my brother's in-laws literally owe me nothing, but treat me like I married one of their kids, I'm very, very lucky. They are incredible people. The blue people have stretched years. I know it's a tribal thing, but I'm hyped for the rep. Did you guys see? I don't know who she is. Some black lady on Twitter. She's a blue check mark, but I don't know if she's a $8 blue check mark or a grandfather blue check mark. But she literally was mad that white people played any of the blue people because clearly they were black. Her words. And I'm like, are we really doing this about an alien species? Are we really doing this? Like, I fucking couldn't. It's not a Christmas movie, but I'm going to see it for Christmas Eve. Phil still owes us embarrassing stories. Phil doesn't have any of them. That's the problem. He was the embarrassing child. He did the random stuff. I merely sat there in a corner and sucked my thumb with juice. And I'm not joking. I was a boring child, you guys. I literally did nothing. I was the definition of a goody two-shoes. I did not want to get in trouble. I did not like the idea of getting in trouble. And I did everything possible to never get in trouble. And that's a fact. I didn't, bro. I would love to sit there and say, but my mom would always tell people, she's like, Philip was our interesting kid. Cassandra was boring. Hold on. Matthew. Come here. You guys know that Starman will throw me under the bus for anything. I know, life's hard. Come here. When people ask my mom and dad about me as a child, what's the first things they always say?
There isn't much to say about you. You did fly off a hill on a sled, though.
That was not when I was a child. I was 23, and that was with you.
No, but it was still something.
That's my point. Is there any embarrassing besides the one I told everyone about when I saw the midget and I called him a munchkin, and besides the turkey, and when I peed myself?
Your parade, I guess.
What parade?
Your parade through the house.
But that's not embarrassing. That's endearing.
No, it's not endearing. They did not enjoy having to wait.
All right, I guess what could be an embarrassing story. I used to throw parades. Hi, Morley. She's over on Twitch. You guys can't see it, but hello. From weirdos bitching at characters, personas, etc., have tribal markings to garb, to Antifa types foaming at the mouth over fursuits and characters in general, being cops or having police. Oh my god. I'm sure there are more. Yeah, no, the sledding story I've told you guys in the past, and I was 23. Was I 23 or was I 20? I was either 22 or 23. I went down like a 64-foot slope. I ricocheted off and I flew 5 feet in the air and landed in a swamp. Screaming the whole way. Hi, Linda. There's much more to the story, but that's the most basic part of the story. But yeah, I was a boring kid, guys. But the I guess the most exciting thing I did was I felt bad that we wouldn't get any parades like they did in Rockefeller Center or in other parts of the country during holidays. And I felt my family deserved a parade for their birthday and Father's Day and Mother's Day. So I would take my little wagons. I had these 2 little wagons, and they had these like little wood slats you could pull on and off. I would tie blankets or shirts or whatever I had together, and I would put all of my stuffed animals in, and I would go around. I think I had a bazooka. I'm not sure. And I would parade through the house with my little parade in celebration of somebody's day. There's your most embarrassing story about me. Oh, and the pony sticks. I wanted to be a pony, so my dad took 2 wooden dowels, and I would put them in my hands like this, and because they made a clopping sound, I'd run around the house with that. You call an animal parade, you have enough animals. Now I can. Back then we didn't. I know, Choco. That's what I'm saying. I was a boring kid. I never did anything excessive or damaging or destructive. I sat in my room. I played with my toys. I was a very independent child. I did all my homework on time. I was in honor society for a few years. I never got in any fights with people. I never started arguments. I didn't start, like, I'm telling you, I was a boring kid. That's the thing. You guys don't understand. One of the main reasons I am the way I am today is because I'm sure Phil could make up a few. He'll make up a few. But again, I was not the embarrassing one. Pour one out for the homely kids. What, baby? What is it? Penny, penny, penny. You want it up? Yes, you did. What do you want? Now that you're up, say hello to everybody. Our sweet angel kitty. Yeah, we're talking about you. What? What's got you so attitudey? Oh, and I've got great news for myself, guys. My chair is finally on the way. And I mean on the way like it'll get here today. When I was 3 or 4, I remember finding wrapping paper my mom had been storing under my bed. I proceeded to unroll. Ooh, Holly. No, no, no. Do you want to know what a goody two-shoes I am? Mom never hid from me where the presents were. She never had to. I would know where the presents were hidden. She wouldn't tell Philip. Like, I don't think I'm interesting at all, but people are always like, you have a farm? See, farming is interesting though, Morley. Yes, I'm so excited. I ordered it like 3 weeks ago. It got delayed by a week, and then they were saying it might not come at all, and I was like, no. And then the spare chair, the one that I had originally, I was at least using it when I was cleaning, when I had to bend down and stuff, just so that way I don't bust up my knees. You know, everything takes time. Last night, while I was cleaning out the fireplace, I just leaned over to grab my cleaning supply, and I heard crack, and I went... And then I felt the whole chair kind of tilt. Hi there, Silvar. Okay, again, Morley, that is interesting. Being a published author, interesting. Being a child that drags their toys through the house and saying, I'm throwing you parade so you feel special, it's not very interesting. Star Son is such a goody two-shoes. Right. I didn't raise my hand because I didn't want to bother people. I rarely talked back to my parents at all. I got sent in the corner because I was good. I was allowed to sit there and just not have to do anything. My mom would bring me snacks and juice, and I could watch TV with her. Right. Morley, when I tell you, I was like, well, I guess I'm off of that chair then. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, I was a goody two-shoes. As a matter of fact, I was such a goody two-shoes. Philip had to use me to do something he wanted. So, like, there was, and I think I told you the story, but I still feel so bad to this day. My dad had this porcelain figurine from his mother. And it was on a shelf in our bathroom. And Philip really wanted to see if we could hit that damn doll. I was not as curious, but I have a very good aim. Philip knew this. And so, who remembers the koosh balls? Those big balls of elastics that you could take them, spring, and shoot. Well, Philip clearly had those. And he hands me the koosh and he says, I bet. And I very much remember this. This is one of the few memories from my childhood I remember, mainly because I still feel so guilty over it. He said, I bet you can't hit it. I said, I don't know if we should. He goes, oh, so you're just scared you can't hit it. I'm not scared. I can. I don't want to. Well, I wouldn't be telling the story if I didn't end up hitting it. After some coaxing from my brother and daring, I took that koosh, I strung it back, and I hit that porcelain China doll square in the face. Now, a 5-year-old is not going to understand that the koosh, while not heavy, is still hitting an item that is delicate and precariously balanced. But you see, in my little mind, the koosh weighed less than the China doll. So there's no way that if it hit it, it would knock it down. So I hit that bitch square in the face. And all of a sudden, she started to wobble. And we two tiny children didn't get our heads out of our asses quick enough to try and catch the China doll. Nay. We watched as she and shattered into a billion pieces. My father was heartbroken. Still is to this day. You bring up that damn doll, he will... Dad ain't happy. The wooden spoon was brought out. Philip tried to blame me. He got more spanking. You know why? Because they knew exactly who the mastermind was. I remember those balls. A friend from camp accidentally threw mine out. Oh, that sucks. Before my mom passed, she would make up stories about me about being a brat in stores, but she was the one that would have tantrums over nothing. Wow. My dad's had never acted like that. Wow. That's crazy. I have to leave and buy more presents for Christmas. Oh, well, no problem, Prismatics. If you're still alive, well, I will see you then. Go have fun. The oldest is always the mastermind. Philip was always... The problem is, my brother and I... oh, that was something else. I'll tell you that in a second. My brother and I have ADHD. And Philip is exceedingly intelligent. That's the problem. And it's just like... Orion, come here. Come here. It's okay, buddy. It's like when people ask me why I give Orion the cardboard, right? And why I let him do certain things. When you have a very intelligent creature and they are bored, they will be destructive if you don't give them something to do. And Philip, despite how much my parents tried, there was never enough for him to do. He always wanted to see, what does this button do? How does that work? Can I take this apart? What is this when it's lit on fire? Things like that. Philip was destructive out of sheer curiosity. He wanted to see if he could carve his name everywhere. What would leak out of what? Middle sister was mastermind in our house. I could convince the younger kids to do anything I wanted them to do. Got in so much trouble. Damn. No, with me, my mom and dad always knew that 9 times out of 10, Cassandra did nothing wrong, and it was probably Philip. Mom and dad would leave him in charge sometimes, and they would walk out the door and say, okay, Philip, now you got to do this chore. Make sure you do it before we get back. They would walk out the door. He'd look at me and go, you heard them. Go get it done. But they told you to do it. Okay, and if you don't do it, you're going to regret it later. And see, Philip is a lot bigger than me. And a lot stronger. And back then, he used to do a lot of wrestling moves on me. And I promise you, I did not want them repeated. One got hurt seriously. Damn, after 40. Ugh. It was the opposite with me. I was the oldest. My brother had infinite energy and curiosity to match. See, the only opposite is that you were the oldest, because that's my brother. My brother was extremely curious, very energetic, and he just... my ADHD was more towards the mental side of it. I was constantly imagining things. I was constantly trying to understand things and observe things and figure things out. I saw an interesting video about growing concern that authors are pilfering artists' work using AI. I've heard a lot about it, and I'm going to get to that in a second, Linda. But here's the funniest part, right? Going back to those AI kids, the one that was saying she refused to read my comments because she didn't acknowledge Nazis. Someone tried to sit there and say, stop making fun of her for ignoring your comments. She's neurodivergent. She doesn't have the ability to read that stuff. She has ADHD. I'm sorry, what? Hey, babe. Did you pull the sheets? Did you pull the sheets from the bed? I told you last night we were going to do it today. Can you pull the sheets and throw them in? Please and thank you. I was a quiet kid that never did wrong. That was me, Jessica, until I would say I hit about... I want to say when I hit 13, that's when I was done. I stopped being... Cookie, shut up, Chocohole again. But that's when I stopped. When I hit about 13, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done being the quiet kid. Because, again, no matter what I did, I always managed to piss off somebody. And as you see, even today, I still have said talent. By the way, guys, I still have plenty of commissions open. So, if you shut up, Chaco. Me too, 13 was right. Well, because at 13, I realized that I had spent my entire life trying to be good and nice and amicable and not stir any waves, cause any problems. I try very hard to not bother people and to not get in anyone's way. And it felt like no matter what I did, it didn't matter. Because people still got mad. People still got pissed. People still treated me like shit. The artist I hired is such a sweetheart. She takes pride in the detail of her work. I know that I'm getting something original from her. After a long back and forth of what something ought to look like. Right. Like, Linda and I have to work together. On her character design. I did the initial design, but I want to make sure it's perfect for what she wants. And that's the main thing. Tonka's? Like Tonka's the oh God Almighty. What, Penny? You keep coming over to me. Let them fight. I will. Whenever you're ready, we can get moving on. Because I know you said you want to do another commission for me. But, like I said, guys, I've got holiday prices up for commissions right now. Linda just reminded me of that. But I'm trying to get my digital tablet working. Once I get my new Ethernet cable. Which, no, I still don't have. Okay. Right height. Let's make that eye a bit wider. See. Yeah, at a certain point, I stopped trying to be good all the time. And the thing is, it's not about being good or bad for me, because I still feel like I'm a good person. But what I stopped doing was trying to please everybody. I stopped doing that, because the problem was no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I tried to accommodate others and make others feel good about themselves and this, that, and the other, it didn't make a difference, because I still managed to piss people off. I even told my mom, yeah, because I was listening to you, she must have, woof! Yeah, parents who have a negative influence on their kids have a very hard time hearing that they've done that. I will say that a lot of them have a very hard time with that. We're getting there. What's weird is when I was between ages 11 and 17, people outside my immediate family thought I was a saint. I was way more misbehaved as a little kid, though. Really? Being a people pleaser, the problem is that I feel like there's nothing wrong technically with being a people pleaser, right? Like, by all technicalities, there is nothing wrong with wanting to please people to an extent. As long as you're not doing it to your own detriment. Like, it's fine wanting to help people and make them feel better and happy and da-da-da-da. As long as you're not ruining your own life in the process. As long as you're not putting yourself in a bad position as well. The moment you start deteriorating your body, deteriorating your life, and essentially being miserable just so that way you can please other people, that's when you've got to stop. That's when you have to take a step back and just reassess what you're doing. And you know what, honestly, thinking about it right now, I think people pleasing is what toxic people pleasing is what got the BOPO where they are. People so desperately in need of someone telling them that what they do is smart and good. It absolutely can make you vulnerable to manipulation, because then you wonder if you're being good enough, if you're making the right choices. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No denying that. Well, it's like I had the former friend, the one that stopped talking to me. Major people pleaser. Entire life is all about that. I was the only person that tried not to be that for them, but I guess that wasn't good enough. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. I was very proud of myself. I don't know if I already stated it, but I'm stated again if you guys haven't paid attention to my community page. I stayed up all night adulting. You wouldn't know about the last 2 years on the internet, but I tested very high in agreeableness. I believe it, Silvar. You're a very charming man. People pleasing gets bad once you get to a certain point. Exactly. When it comes to me now, people are like, oh, we shouldn't mess with her. Right. My parents would shame control. Wow. Every time, no offense to any of my followers and friends, but every time you guys tell me about your parents, I just sit back and go, shit, I really did luck out. Like, that's the only way I can see it, because I can't, well, actually, I lie. I can't imagine it, because my grandmother was like that to my mother, but see, in my family, if we felt my mom was or my dad was doing something wrong and they were guilty, we would literally gonna be like, "Oh, okay, so you're gonna pull the guilt now? Oh, all right." And we would just all joke about it, and I'd even go, "Okay, Gloria," which is what my grandmother's name was. And whenever I'd say that, my mom, she didn't like that. And then she'd get a panic attack. Oh my god, am I really acting like her? You're not actually acting like, you're getting close, but no, you're not acting like her. But then mom, by that time, she'd already heard it. The magic words have been spoken. So now she's got to backtrack everything, because she cannot possibly be like Gloria, which I guess in some ways is good, because, obviously mom did not want to be like her psychopathic and controlling mother. But hi, Purple Honey. The worst thing my mom did was take us to the hospital to hear women give birth. Woo! I mean, here's what I will say. If you as kids were all like, I don't fucking care if I get pregnant, so fucking what? I don't care if that happens. What are you gonna do about it? Like, if you were little shits, then yes, I would agree with doing that. It doesn't sound like you kids were little shits, though. I mean, but it did work. Regardless, I love my parents, but they were huge issues. Yeah, I agree. Thank God I have an awesome dad. My mom, not so much, but my dad was a key in my life. Oh, we didn't say just know what I'm saying is after 40. If the reason she did that is because you and your siblings are being little shits, and yes, Greta, I see you. Like that's how I see it. You guys would have to be little shits to warrant that. That's all. My mom is an authoritarian. But see, I think that a lot of parents are technically authoritarian. It's just, what kind are they? How bad are they? What level are they at? That's where the question lies. Chaco, what are you doing right now? Wait, what's going on? I know she's leaving something up for Christmas. But Chaco, what are you doing right now? play stuffs. How? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. One, because I want to go make a coffee, and two, because I want to hear your melodious voice. I don't think it was so much that they were little shits. It was more the time of the junior high. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you should just go to that extreme immediately. There should be a buildup. There should be some kind of negative action. Kids should be being bad to get that kind of thing shown to them, you know? Like, you shouldn't just, you know, right off the bat, torment a kid or traumatize them, you know? There's steps you have to take. And I feel like your mom skipped quite a few. Link has been sent, Sponge. Gotta block any potential fraud appearance? Just give her a minute. Yeah. I could do that. Yeah. Gosh. Let me see. Someone just recommended I do veganism. Let me tell you something, guys. The pile of cardboard I dug out from underneath everything the other day, last night for Orion. That boy tore everything up. Everything he possibly could. Like, he found every cardboard in my house and tore it into little tiny pieces. And I found it all over, and everyone's like, oh, how are you going to get him to stop that? No, you don't understand. I need him to do that. It's better than him tearing up anything else. And I can't afford to keep up with the pet toys. Veganism and the carnivore are both extremists. Exactly. Look, I know out of the two of them, I could definitely enjoy the carnivore more. But you cannot eliminate, and not only that, number one, factory farming doesn't go away if veganism becomes the main thing, because other animals still have to eat. There's a lot of products that use animal products. So no matter what, you're still having those issues. Larger swaths of land will be... No one can tell me that we're not going to need more land to plant more stuff, which is going to require more factory farming, going to require more fossil fuels, more use of water, use of manure, and then on top of that, we're going to have stricter guidelines on how to protect ourselves from foodborne bacteria, because salmonella, and I forget the other one because of the B, but I can't remember. All those become more prominent because on vegetables don't get processed and cleansed the same way other things do. So it's like there's so much wrong. And on top of that, a lot of the things that are made for vegans tend to be highly processed, full of a lot of fillers and chemicals, purely because the food that they have... You're getting an error? All right, hold on. Let me get you another link. Let me get you another link. Gosh. Greta, what happened to your ear? Copy link. I mean, it's the same link, Choco, but try it. Greta's got a nice cut on her ear. What, Penny? Meow. Meow. What? Where are you? I hear you whining, but I don't see you. What, Orion? I see you too. Hanging on. Hanging on. I'm waiting for Chaco. Oh my God, guys. Have any of you seen this? Who's seen this? Who knows what this is? I'll bring it up a little out of the light so you can see it clear. Oh no! What is that? Guys, it's hideous, I know. Bro, it's exactly what it looks like. It's the new rainbow flag. I wish it was a stop sign. Now, who wants to play a game? Guess what the red umbrella means, guys. I still don't know what the fucking circle and yellow part mean, but take a guess. No. This is an update, Natanya. This is a new one. This is an update to the other one.
Hello?
Hello, child.
Am I lagging or am I okay?
Her in.
Hello? Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's an umbrella.
Can you hear me?
Now, who wants to take a guess what the umbrella is for? It's not from Resident Evil. It's a red umbrella. Speak, Sponge.
Damn it, Cassie! Okay, so chat can hear me. But Cassie can't? This is funny. Oh, Cassie. This is just disappointing. Fuck.
Okay, guys, can you hear me now? She couldn't hear me, and my microphone stopped working. I was talking to all of you. Oh. The square was clear as a bell. So you all can hear me. No, Chaco left. Chaco exited out. She's gonna try again, I believe. Chaco, if you can hear me, I could hear you the whole time. My microphone stopped working for some stupid ass reason. Try again. Chaco ran off. Hold on, handsome. Hold on. The Santa ho-ho-hoing threw me off so bad. Scared the crap out of me. So you guys could you not hear me talking while Chaco was talking? That's what I want to know. Was I silent while Chaco was on? So you could hear me, or you couldn't hear me. Forsooth, these Starcross streamers? The new Pride Flag looks like shit. Yes, and guess what the red umbrella represents? Babe! The chair is outside. Yes. It says it was left in or near the garage, so go and see, because your girl's hurting already on this damn fucking chair. But I'll tell you what, I'll be pissed as hell if they delivered it to the wrong address, because I do not see any pictures. Is it here? Bring it here! Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What, Penny? You scared? Sounds big. Ooh, it is big. Greta, why are you running from... You're like Indiana Jones. You're going the wrong direction. Okay, are you going to assemble it for me, babe?
Right now?
Well, I want to sit in it so I can be comfortable for the next 2 hours, so yes.
Good, I didn't want to do it right now.
I literally told you when it comes, I'm going to have you assemble it.
Let me get more comfortable clothes.
You're literally in sweatpants. How can you be in more comfortable clothes?
These aren't that comfortable.
They're extremely comfortable for me. I like him in sweatpants, you see. Greta, get away from the scissors, please. New chair, guys! New chair! Oh, Choco Reborn.
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I could hear you the first time, but you couldn't hear me.
Okay, yeah, no, that's better. I can hear you much better now. And chat can hear you as well?
Chat couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me. I was silenced.
So you broke technology again.
I didn't even do anything. Just keep
Exactly. You don't even need to do anything to break it at this stage.
I merely have to exist.
Exactly. You're learning though. Now you know that you have to exist for it to break.
God. 20 hours ago, it updated with a pink section for people with HIV. Oh, God. Well, did you see what I showed everyone, Choco?
No. What happened? What did you
The
break?
new pride flag.
The new what?
The new pride flag.
Why do I want to see that? I don't want to see that.
Oh,
Don't show me. Please stop.
I did. Who wants to see the new pride flag?
Wait, why do you have it?
I don't have it. I had it on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Why do you have it on your phone?
Because Elon Musk showed it to me.
Don't be blaming Elon for your shit.
Listen, everyone else gets to blame Elon for random shit.
Yeah, but you're better, supposedly.
Sir, you do not get a lick of this. No. Get away. No. I just clean these fucking floors. You don't get cardboard for a week at least. Didi Malmo Fook. Bye.
Brat.
Major. He came in, he smelled cardboard. Mind you, I just unearthed like 5 bones and like 17 toys that he had buried underneath furniture.
At least it's only underneath furniture.
That's only because he shoved it around.
Yeah, Mitchell,
Ooh,
I thought you called me sir
nice
as well.
Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be so nice. I picked it because it's 29 inches wide. You can't go wrong with that.
It's not the size.
It's about the motion of the ocean, baby.
I mean, yeah.
Take it all apart for the Starman.
He must really hate being called that. Poor Maddie.
I think it's adorable.
I think it's disgusting.
Turns out it's lucky that you just don't like him anyway, so it's perfect.
Well, yeah. It's still disgusting, though.
She feels bad that you're called Starman.
Really?
Yes.
I pity him. I pity you, Maddie.
She pities you.
At least someone respects me.
It's Chaka Hooligan.
At least I'm respected somewhat.
No. This isn't respect. If I respected you, I wouldn't pity you.
I mean, you can pity someone you respect.
No. That's disrespectful.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what did they give me? Did they give me all the tools?
Yes, all the tools.
Okay.
And I pulled everything apart for you.
She's so nice like that.
Well, I am, because usually I'm the one that assembles shit in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Chair, the last chair, that desk.
Oh, you assembled the last chair? No wonder it's breaking. You didn't assemble this chair, I did.
No wonder it's broken.
That desk.
We assembled these desks together. You did not do that solo. I remember sitting my fat ass on the kitchen floor.
My gaming chair.
Your gaming chair,
The table.
I assembled.
The table that my dad bought that we had to get rid of eventually. The chairs that came with said table.
And why did we get rid of all
so many
that?
chairs?
They weren't great.
They weren't great?
No, they weren't great.
Yeah. Check the Discord. Uh-oh.
But they were there.
What's on the Discord?
What is on the Discord? I'm worried.
I don't know. After 40 said to check it. So, Orion.
Greta, out.
Maybe you should go crate them for the minute, babe. That way you can assemble it in peace, because you know he's going to get right in your face.
You wait there.
This isn't private. If it were private, they'd be somewhat stealthier about it. New mentions. Oh, fuck off, Discord.
If you break it, you're going in.
Oh, God. Why would you send me that? Why would you put that on the general? That's vomit. What the
Let me see. I must see.
After 40 put on that manky fucking...
Oh no, she put the updated one on. Matt, look, it got worse.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
You guys, it got so much worse.
Oh my.
What the F? Why is there an umbrella?
Okay, so we have the intersex flag, the transgender flag.
I don't care. I don't care.
The queer, black, indigenous people of color stripe, which I feel is just like literally the most insulting thing of all.
Why is it
like,
brown?
Oh, because apparently black people don't count unless they're gay. People living with HIV.
Orion.
Isn't that kind of like playing into Matt? No, all the.
Why would you ruin that?
Grab the card.
Like, it wasn't exactly pretty to begin with.
Rainbow flag was a classic, but my thing is, why are you putting the HIV one on there? Isn't it a stereotype to sit there and say all gay people have HIV? Yet whenever I see advertisements saying how to get away from it and how to, save yourself from it, it's always with gay people in the advertisements. And now we've got it on the fucking flag. Let's see what else.
Well, what you don't know is that AIDS is actually just Joe Biden dressed up in a suit chasing after people.
He gets himself on a microscopic level and he just infiltrates everyone's body.
He just wants to sniff your cells.
It's just Parmesan cheese, guys. Just a little bit of Parmesan, sniff it up.
Yeah, actually, that is a good question. Who the f is making these? Like, honestly.
I'm pretty sure I'll figure out which one's left.
Are you sure? I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
It curves.
Which ass is dead?
Certainly not mine, but
well, you have multiple, so it's good to clarify these things.
Listen, I'm not talking about Axel.
See, it curves a certain way, so you know it's the left.
All right. The left.
You know it's the worst one.
The worst curve of all.
Does anyone else wonder, like, what people in the you're going to see when they look back at this time. Like, oh, they're going to see ass flags.
The problem is that right now we are going through such extremists in everything when it comes to these people. And the problem is that they don't. This is so blessedly cold. Oh my god! If you, I'm sorry, ADHD moment for sure.
Cookie.
But if you like cold things, just grab some metal that was out in 30-degree weather. Oh,
everyone knows it gets cold.
Why the hell would I do that? I don't like cold.
Who doesn't? Cold isn't. Matt, careful for the penny gifts.
I have got 2 hot water bottles, a blanket, slippers, a dressing gown, and a cat. I'm that cold.
Meanwhile, I'm literally pressing this ice cold metal to any part of myself that I can.
Okay,
Orion, I told you to do that.
I was giving them a chance.
Why give him a chance?
You're giving him a chance.
Orion just
That
tried
was
to
your
carry off
first
the seat of my
mistake.
chair. Like, Orion just sniffed at the seat of the chair and tried to carry it off. So, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. This is exciting. This, for only $100, is very sturdy looking so far. The metal is nice and strong. Considering the last time I went to buy a chair for a fat ass, everything was like $300 or $400. This was a fucking steal.
I mean, you could always invest in like a welding kit and reinforce it yourself.
Yes, let me just go get several $1,000s in a welding kit.
It's an investment. It's good for you, especially with the number of chairs you seem to get through.
Well, this is the second chair I've killed. But
Yeah.
I also, the problem
That
with
we
it
know
is
of.
that, no, because the one I'm sitting on was the only other chair I ever bought, and I've had it since 2015.
What were you sitting on before 2015?
I just wouldn't, I would sit on the floor. Seriously. It's just after my knees got busted, I had to stop. Before I hurt my knees from the fall, I would sit on anything, and I'd usually kneel half the time. It was just after I really hurt them, I couldn't anymore. My thing I used to do is when I was little, hold on. When I was little, I would sit. Here's the kitchen chair. I would sit with my arms here, my head here, and I would kneel on the floor.
That's weird.
And that's how I'd watch TV.
You're weird.
And that's how I sat. I don't know. Chairs, because my legs are short, my chairs always kind of hurt because they would press against the back of my thighs.
Wimp.
Says the woman with 2 blankets, a hot water bottle, a cat, and a sweater.
No, it's 2 hot water bottles and a blanket.
Oh, okay. Listen.
Get your facts right.
I live in Joe Biden's America. We don't care about facts around here.
My feelings.
But my feelings.
I don't have any heating on, okay? It's like 6:30 here. It's dark.
6:30?
It's a
So
half
it's 3?
6. No, it's 6:30.
Oh, that's not what you said. You said 6:30. You know what 6:30
Yeah,
is?
5:30. No. Don't
It's either
start
6:30
this.
or
No. Who has
listen,
time to say
I'm not
6:30 all
the
the
one.
time? It's 6:30.
I just did. I said it quicker than you. God, these Europeans.
Stupid Americans.
This is what happens when you talk to people from the UK, guys. It's just
Oh, this bitch. Well, at least I claim my nationality, unlike you with your stealing, claiming you're Italian. Pfft.
I am an Italian American.
That's just a fancy way of saying you're American with extra steps.
Technically, it's saying I'm an American of immigrant descent.
So you're an American.
Listen, I don't appreciate that tone you're taking with me, young lady.
Don't be salty. You're American. You've admitted so yourself.
Oh, I love being an American. Not at this particular moment, it's a little iffy, but
No, but what I'm saying is that you're not Italian.
what? I am. I'm just
No, you're
not.
Do you have any pieces there?
What, baby? No. Why? What are we missing? Please don't say we're missing something.
I'm looking for the base cover.
The base cover's right here.
That's not base.
Right here.
After 40, don't ask children. That's always a mistake.
B3.
B3?
B3.
B3. Move the chair piece. Is it somewhere over there?
Nope.
Then we must have accidentally put it back in the box. Although it's not honestly the end of the world, it's just an aesthetic thing more than anything.
Okay, that's fair. After 40, you're getting the documentation to prove it. But Cassie doesn't have any documentation to prove she's Italian, so she's an American.
Technically, I do.
You're an American. Do you have an Italian passport?
I have my uncle's blood results from Ancestry.
No. I didn't ask about your uncle. I asked about you.
If my uncle,
Do you
who shares
have
parentage with my
documentation
father,
proving
has
that you are an
over
Italian
80%
citizen?
Italian blood,
No,
then
you
what?
don't. You're an American
It's already on there.
with extra steps.
You've already come on it without me realizing.
And you're from the UK.
Okay.
I'm not from the UK.
You are from the UK.
No, I'm not. Born and raised in Ireland, baby.
Which is
That's
connected
not
to
the
the
UK.
UK.
No, it's not. They're two
It's connected.
separate countries. They're not connected.
I
Two
didn't listen. The
different
UK is
fucking
not a country
islands.
either. The UK is not a country either.
The UK is a country. It's not a continent.
England
There's
is a
7
country.
continents. And the UK is not one of them.
Well, it's a conglomeration of.
Okay, Google. Is the United Kingdom a country? This bitch better not answer me from another fucking room. She's answering me from a different fucking room. I hate it. I hate it
Alright.
so much.
All right.
I hate her so much sometimes.
And then half of another country.
The United Kingdom and Northern Ireland, UK.
Northern Ireland.
It's a nation, not a continent. I'm still right.
What does that say right there, chat? Ireland! She's from the UK.
Northern Ireland, you idiot.
Don't help her!
They don't associate with Southern
I don't, why would I
Don't
need
help
help
her.
with that?
They don't associate with Southern Ireland.
We don't associate with the Northerners. Fucking,
Yeah. They don't
we're
like-
better.
Wait, she's a southerner?
They get really
Yeah.
mad.
God, that all makes
If
so
you
much
put
sense
Ireland
now.
together without saying Southern, they get really mad about that.
She's just like the people down here.
Oh, fuck. Inbred as well.
Saying someone from Rhode Island is from New York. Or Boston from New York.
You know, it's different. It's fun to piss her off.
don't like
Just wait. I'll bide my time.
Listen, because you already kept your move so secret.
I'll bide my time.
Uh-huh. So what clay stuffs are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to make an ice dragon, but the head isn't going so well.
You have to open your jaws wider, okay?
No. I've got the top jaw, because I have to do it in 2 parts, but whenever I put the second, like the bottom jaw on, it looks shit. So I've chopped it off about like 4 times now.
I know, right?
I'm a big fan of chopping limbs off.
I'm surprised that man isn't going to be walking bow-legged for a while.
What, man?
I know there's someone going for the sponge. It's gotta be.
The frog.
The frog is married.
No. Hell no. Hell to the
Hey, we have to
fuck.
take
No. That is disgusting. You have insulted everything that will ever be part of my family line.
We have pictures.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. No. That is ew.
I had the time
Oh,
of
God, that's so
my life.
gross. And you'll never have a life again if you continue.
And I never...
Oh, God.
These earrings are cute, but a little complicated. There we go.
I can't give you advice. No. Silvar, that's okay. I don't need advice on how to make a head. Thanks.
Sorry,
Very kind.
Sorry,
though.
Chuck. Pennsylvania is a commonwealth. So saying, you know.
It is.
What I'm really annoyed about is that I had a very good head to start off with. Like, I made it as a whole head, and then I chopped it in half. And then I tried to put it on.
Well,
that was the
here's
mistake.
my question. I'm assuming you were trying to have it open so it would blast out ice or something, correct?
Yes.
Why not just let it... What you could have done was just do a slice around, like here's the head, right? And here's the mouth. You could have just done a slit and done, like, kind of like ice, like, leaking out from in between the lips.
No.
It wouldn't have worked.
No, it's not quite what I want, because I want to put lights on.
You could have put lights on underneath
and
it.
Have the fire glow. Because I want it to be a nightlight for my little, my cousin's hellspawn.
Well, that's what I was telling, like, you know, this is a great way to segue back into the AI art part of it, Chaco, because maybe you agree with me on this as someone who works very much with their hands.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what was the question?
People got very mad at me when I was stating that, yes, you do need skill to be a digital artist. However, there is elements of being a digital artist that are kind of cheating. So, like, for instance, what you just said, you had the perfect dragon head. And you had to fuck it up to try to do something, and now it's ruined. You got to start again.
Drawing and sculpting are kind of different. I suppose the equivalent would be like 3D modeling, and I have the utmost respect for people that do 3D modeling. I can't do that shit.
I agree, but my point is, if you fuck it up on 3D modeling, even on a computer, you just press edit undo. And that's what I told people. I'm not saying you're not skilled, because the fact that you can create something literally without being able to feel, yes, 100% you are extremely fucking talented. But
thank you.
It doesn't mean you aren't in some way getting a cheat code, if you will. And that's all I was saying.
Well, I think
take some of the risk.
I can kind of see where you're coming from. I mean, I'm very much of the opinion that art is art. Like, you do you. Admittedly, digital art, I can see it kind of being a cheat in the sense that you can have your edit and your delete stuff. But at the same time, nah, like, digital art is hard. I don't know. I suppose it depends on your style, if you get me. Like, how do I explain this to not sound really stupid? You and I make the choice to do a physical art.
Right.
And if we make a mistake, that either becomes part of the art or we have to start over again, right?
Right.
If you think about it, the digital artists are actually the smart ones.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. And this is where they don't get it, because it's just like if I always used a light box. Like, I did one really good thing, but then I went and I would scan it, and then I'd blow it up, and then I'd use a light box with it. I then lose half the risk that way. That's a form of cheating.
I wouldn't call it cheating.
I put it that way in the way that there are many, many people who didn't have that opportunity, that couldn't do that. And all I'm saying is, when it comes to it, yes, you have to have skill, and yes, you are smart in that sense. But it still is kind of like a cheat. And see, a lot of folks don't see it in the way I'm saying it. I'm not saying you don't have skill. I'm not saying that you don't have to hone your craft and practice and all that. What I am saying is, it does make your job a lot easier in some ways.
Yeah. Well, I would agree with that, but again, work smarter, not harder.
Regrettably, there's certain things you cannot achieve in traditional artwork. I don't care what anyone says. There are certain things you can try your hardest, you will not be able to achieve.
I've thought of an equivalent to this that always makes me so jealous.
What?
3D modeling. Like people with a 3D printer. Oh my god, what I would give to have
That's
a
what
3D
they like.
printer.
That's incredible, Axel. For fuck's sake.
I mean, like they design it all themselves and everything, but still, they don't have to sculpt it, and it makes me so jealous.
Well, there's like this guy who did the no, Axel. Keep moving. See, this is the problem. Yesterday, I allowed him to Axel.
Who's a cutie little kitty? Oh, give belly strokes. So cute, little fluff.
Sir. Do you guys see what I put up with?
That is adorable.
I didn't say it wasn't adorable, but you know what also the problem is? How am I supposed to get shit done?
You don't need to get shit done. You're not doing shit anyway.
Excuse you? This is a commission, bitch.
That you're not doing. I'm not seeing any drawing. Haven't seen any drawing for a hot 10 minutes there.
I was literally in the middle of lining while you were talking.
Uh-huh, sure you were.
Axel. You may be a precious wee babu. But what is in your claw? No. You don't get to do that. What is in your claw? What did you do?
Cuteness is in his claw.
No, fur is in his claw. And here's a problem. Axel has a habit of attacking. He attacks Hendrix and he tortures him. Every once in a while, he'll go after Penny as well.
It's character training.
And so every night, now, I don't know what Calliope, why she decided to do it. Calliope now attacks Daisy every night. And only when Daisy comes in my bedroom. And the thing is, Calliope gets like laser focused. It doesn't matter what you do short of grabbing her by the scruff and giving her a wee shake and putting her on the other side of the room, she will get right back to glaring down and chasing down Daisy.
Poor Daisy.
And so, oh my god, and Daisy's gonna be like 11 years old.
Daisy ain't got time for that shit.
Exactly. So now I've got to figure out how to knock this bullying out of Calliope. And I mean, I will say she used to attack everybody but Axel and Sinbad. So it's getting better. She's still really bad with Penny. Her and Sinbad are really bad with Penny. Like, she's even got missing fur out of her behind because they've clearly jumped on her while she's had her back turned. So...
I mean, there is a solution for this. Is don't have
I'm not getting rid of the
cats
cats
in the same house.
No. It's
I meant for other people, not for you. It's too late for you.
Yeah. The problem is that even though I did a slow introduction, I always knew Calliope. If you've been around cats long enough, you can always spot who is the problem child.
Damn right.
And Calliope, from jump, I told Matthew she is going to be a hard time adopting out. And that was because one of her anxiety. 2, I knew if she had anxiety, she would have pee-pee problems. 3, she is FIP.
FIP?
And she's... Calliope could die tomorrow.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. And I couldn't do the 3-pet limit, Silvar, just because I wanted to do a farm alone. And so I told Matthew from jump, she's one we can't get rid of. I said, people are not going to want her. She's got an attitude problem because she was very afraid of men in the beginning. And she was like, I will hiss, I will attack level of fear. Specifically if Matt had his beard.
Interesting.
And so Calliope, when she feels she needs to defend herself, she will. She's a very sweet and loving cat if she knows you and likes you. But yes, Axel, mommy sees you. But
look at the fluff.
Oh, he's terrible.
He's adorable.
He's terrible.
My cat got off me like 2 seconds ago because I kept on going, oh, look at the fluff.
What? What, you gonna attack my pencil now? What? What, you want this? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Yeah, you guys get entertainment.
This is great.
This is primo entertainment. You have to pay usually for this shit. You're getting it for free here. No, it's mine. Let me see if you can hear him purr. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Alright, sir. Dee Mao. Covered in your fur, Axel. I still haven't gotten to make my damn coffee.
Yeah. Poor thing not having your coffee.
I'll just take all the chocolate away from you.
Ha. Good luck finding it.
Exactly.
No, give her white chocolate.
I swear to God, if you give me white chocolate, I will barter it for some normal, actual chocolate.
What is
'Cause
normal
I
actual
know-
chocolate to you?
Milk to dark. You know, the ones with actual cocoa content.
Oh, good. I know exactly what to send you.
There's a girl who I know who's allergic to such chocolate, and she can only eat white chocolate. Which is where I foist off all of my white chocolate. Faux chocolate.
Oh, no, I won't send you white chocolate.
I mean, if you do, it's just gonna go to an allergy girl.
I like how that's what you've regulated her name to.
Well, what else am I gonna call her?
My friend?
No. I can't be friends with someone who likes white chocolate only. I don't care if it's for medical reasons, it's just disgusting.
She's your
to me.
family, isn't she?
No, God no. I wouldn't be related to something like that.
Yep, it's probably a sibling or a cousin.
No. It's actually not as well.
I think the lady doth protest too much.
No, my cousin's allergic to soy.
Oh, that's just hilarious. That's a joke waiting to be said.
Mm-hmm. You can say it. You can say it.
I guess there's no soy boys for her. Please tell me she's a liberal too.
She is, but she's got a boyfriend.
Well, he's clearly not a soy boy.
And a child.
Oh, God. Is she vegan?
I don't know.
I mean, if you know that she's allergic to soy.
I mean, I think she went through a vegan phase because her kid, when she was breastfeeding, was allergic to dairy.
God. She's allergic to soy. And the kid's allergic to dairy. They're both fucked.
Yep.
Hey, there's other options out there.
No,
What
there
other
isn't.
options are there?
Death.
Non-lactose milk.
No, he's allergic to dairy.
Yeah, non-lactose milk.
No, the milk is still dairy, sir. It doesn't stop being dairy because of lactose. Okay, that still has soy product in it.
Almond juice.
Still has soy product in it.
It's not milk, so.
God almighty.
Yeah, my poor cousin. I told her she shouldn't have a kid.
You just don't like children.
I don't like children. Although, my fucking cousin's kid better appreciate this.
She likes that kid at least.
Because originally, it was going to be an Elsa, but I can't do people. So Elsa's now a dragon.
Dude, what if the kid doesn't like dragons?
I don't give a shit. The kid's getting a dragon.
Did you tell your cousin they're getting a dragon?
No.
So she...
It's not like I'm getting paid for it.
Well, I still think she's gonna bitch.
Nah, she won't. She loves me too much. I'm the favorite baby cousin.
Oh, ew.
I milk it for all it's
These are
worth.
chocolate. The chunks are chocolate. The walnuts are coated in chocolate. Just tell me I'll hold up the seat, Matt. I can still turn and do that here. Where's the seat? Give it to me.
Can I have the topper? Please?
The topper?
Yeah. After 40 made it an Elsa topper out of chocolate. Can I wait, was it normal chocolate or white chocolate?
Do I do it all right?
Because if it was white chocolate, it can burn in hell.
She's just vicious.
I don't think it matters which way it goes.
It does, because they're different. The way the screws are. Do you need me to help you, sir?
Not until I need to hold up the seat.
Okay,
I guess Maddie's really good at screwing.
Wow. Although I will say, walnuts covered in chocolate sounds fucking bomb. And
They
I'm
are
sorry, I'm a
amazing.
stateless. There is no better brownie than walnut brownies.
Agreed. Although Brazil nut, actually no, Brazil nuts covered in chocolate are really nice, but I've never had Brazil nuts and brownies. Those are
Brazil
almonds.
nuts, I feel, are good on their own with just a light bit of salt. Now,
Any
if
nut
we're
is
gonna
good
talk
with
about
salt.
a nut, you know what a nut? I don't know if you have them over there, but macadamias.
We do, but they're very expensive. I don't really have them all that often.
I will tell you, even here they're expensive, but I don't know what like. So here, paying for like a small jar of macadamias is like $12. If you want a really big bunch, you're talking like $20 or $30.
I think it's not quite as expensive as that here, but you'd have to go to like an actual nut place. I've never actually seen them in our supermarket. That's not to say that they aren't in the supermarket, though. I could just be
They're
blind.
in the supermarket, yeah.
You're right, the weight's gonna shift drastically.
There you go. Now get the diagonal one on the bottom in before you finish screwing that one in.
$30 for a pecan pie. Fuck.
What? Where the hell are you buying that pecan pie from?
No. Made the pecan pie, but the pecans cost $30.
That's my, like, what the fuck? Where? Oh, after 40. Okay. Because I doubt there's any pecan trees in Denmark. That's why.
Fucking hell.
See, for me, like, what really threw me off is chestnuts, right?
I'm not a fan of chestnuts. Oh, actually, no, I'm not a fan of chestnuts.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. I found out that apparently for most of the country, they don't see chestnuts in the store. But in Rhode Island, every year there'd be bags upon bags. You remember back in Shaw's.
I don't really see them here.
And I found out why. Did you guys know, when I found out from Pasta Grammar, in America, there was a blight back in the early 20s that wiped out most of the country's chestnuts.
I do think I actually knew that.
And I didn't know about that. Because, like, again, in Rhode Island, I guess we have surviving because the blight didn't, I don't think it reached all the way up the northeast.
Bananas went extinct.
Well, one type of banana went extinct. Which is a true shame. But at the same time, they are like, if any of you don't like banana flavored stuff, be grateful that species went extinct.
I don't like bananas anyway.
Are you going to attach the arms first, or are you going to attach the back first?
No, I gotta attach the back to the seat.
Although I am a sucker for a fresh banana smoothie.
I think you've made an error.
An error?
No, because you already screwed in where the seat has to go.
No, that's the only way that could be set up. That's the only way.
No. Give me the seat. Show you.
That's the only spot it could go.
Yes, but see those two screws? They're not supposed to be in there yet.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
No, I wouldn't have banana muffins. That's disgusting. Why would you put fruit in a muffin? The only thing that belongs in a muffin
It literally
is
shows you
chocolate.
not to put them in yet.
No, it shows you to put them in.
My darling, I want you to look. Look where it points. Come here, seriously. This is where those holes are. Notice, it points to the 4 outside ones, not the 2 inside ones. Now look, it shows right here.
It says 4 times Z13.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. You put in 6. See?
And then 4 times Z13.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You screwed too many times.
4. 1, 2.
I'm gonna have so much fun clipping this later.
Shut up, sponge. See?
We'll set the frog on her.
And then look. So look, right? Now watch.
I'll get a frog on.
So right here is the back, and then here is what you do afterwards. See what I'm saying?
Hey, it showed more. on the inside.
Did you do it super tight?
No.
Okay, good.
But it shows more on the outside.
Choco, I swear to fucking God. Shut up.
Does it say you use Z13 when putting the hair on back on the or does it show the other one?
It shows 4-1. Okay, so they're all Z13 because look, it does not say Z13 here or here. So I'm assuming Z13, Z13.
Mm-hmm.
Choco?
Yeah.
Z17.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
It says Z17.
I mean, considering that Matthew doesn't know how to
you're
screw,
right there.
I might just have to do you a favor and agree to that, your terms.
So yeah, the Z13 you should not put in there because it's too short. It's too shallow. So okay.
This is comedy
So I'm
gold.
assuming the Z17s are longer.
Comedy gold.
I can't with this woman.
They're down here.
I mean,
Are they a longer screw? I'm assuming because it has to hold the back of the chair. Yeah, they're a longer screw.
a longer screw?
We don't go for a quick sprint. We're always in for the long haul.
You don't like short screws then?
We're marathons. I'll join you for the long screw, baby.
I'm so glad that you guys decided to stream this experience.
I mean, I didn't decide to stream it. I just want the damn chair.
Mm-hmm, sure you do. You don't want to practice your screwing on stream? I mean, it's not like the YouTube overlords know. You're being very sneaky here.
So, I need
Okay.
for you to hold this.
Yep. Put it over here. Okay. I'll hold it up here.
And I need to make sure I don't break your leg while I'm putting this on.
You shouldn't. Now, hold on, does it slide in? Or does it sit on top?
It sits on top.
Okay, so hold on. she, Choco, for the love of God, please, I'm holding a lot of heavy metal objects.
I'm trying to be quiet so I don't ruin the clips, mate.
Screw in that one at the top first, yeah. And then screw in one of the ones at the bottom, then I can hold it normally. Now it said to not put them in tight right now, or this is the time where you put them in tight?
No, it said don't screw them all the way. So I'm just doing it enough where it will hold.
So yeah, get that one. Oh, it's angled,
Yeah, no, I'm trying to turn it.
There we go. There we are. So how's everyone's day going?
This is amazing.
The other thing is, I'm grateful she can't draw. So she can only use the vocal recordings. Don't anymore, because that's going to be too tight.
I mean, you never know. I could always figure out how to use digital art.
See, now what I would love to see is you do some kind of claymation kind of shit.
We'll see it in 10 years.
Right?
Claymation? Fuck that shit. I don't got time for that.
I mean, it doesn't have to be sophisticated. No,
if
Axel,
I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she chose SpongeBob.
Exactly.
Axel, for fuck's sake. He keeps trying to climb my lap while I'm holding the seat of the chair. Alright. Now, I'm assuming now's the time to put on the arms.
How are you screwing without arms?
13.
Listen, I have made a lot of advances in my time, and this is one of them.
Advances in age, maybe.
Suck my dick.
You don't have a dick. Unless it's something you want to tell me.
No. The wide part needs to go in the back.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let me see the picture. I can't with this bitch. No, look. The swoopy side goes in the front. This is why I said to leave them wrapped in their plastic.
It's always usually the narrow.
No, it is not, you mongrel. Here.
I always use the narrow part in front.
Listen, I'm going to show you the narrow part in the front in a minute.
God, I wish I could draw.
You're going to have to
No,
set it to where you want it.
That's what I'm setting it right now. I need it as wide as possible. Here we go. That's good. I don't want handles, but I fear one of the reasons why the chairs keep breaking is because I refuse to add the handles on.
You don't need the handles on this.
Do you think I don't need them?
No, because it doesn't connect all to the handles like the other ones do.
Did the black one connect to the handles?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, that's why you need the handles.
But I didn't put it on the black one.
No, if you don't need them, like this, nothing's connected to the handles. It's just they're their own thing. Yeah, they're their own.
Do you think I should just go without them?
That's up to you.
I don't know.
Cassie can't handle it.
I have.
Ew.
I can still undo it.
What do you guys think? Should I risk it for the biscuit? I don't like having handles on my chairs.
Then don't put handles on your chair.
Take it off. But these are really sturdy handles, so we'll keep them on the back end just in case.
Also eliminates a step for me.
Oh boy, well, that's what I want to do. Make it easier on you.
Okay, so.
Where's this plate go to? This black plate right here.
That's gonna go on in a minute. So the step after I put this on the
Base.
base.
Oh, there's the base.
Should I just tighten everything now to make sure it's all tight?
I mean, I would.
Because once I put it up there, I'm not gonna want to try to turn it upside down and try to tighten everything.
I'm so excited, guys. I'm gonna put my little star back on this chair. I'm gonna feel so pretty. It's gonna be gorgeous, so pretty.
Did you just try and correct from you saying I'm gonna put my back end in this chair?
No.
This
and can I pull it far enough? I don't know if I don't know if you can see it, but the back of my chair, the little back fabric.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not part of the chair, the other one. It was a little coat that I put on it.
All fur.
Exactly, Chris. Exactly.
Huh?
Already covered in fur.
Of course it is. Why don't you sit on it? Alright. Oh no, that looks rather tall.
Rather tall.
This is the lowest it's gonna go.
Oh no. Alright, well, let's get this back on there. Just clip in place?
I think it should just clip in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should just clip in.
It's not clipping. Do it for me, I'm weak.
I know.
Bitch!
You have me around.
I thought you couldn't escape and that's why you were around.
I gave him outs, he stayed.
What would you be without me? Where would you be?
Don't tempt me.
You wouldn't be having this chair set up right now.
I mean, it would take me a little longer.
Wouldn't be set up on stream.
See, you should know me better than that. So I got this visual of Stars on dressed as Jake Blues in various seasons. Listen. I do like my fried chicken, but I don't like my Coke.
Cocaine?
Oh God, that's right. You're not American. Do you know the Blues Brothers?
I mean, I've heard of them. Do I care now?
Oh.
You should care.
You should care. It's right up your alley. It's your kind of... Oh, it's one of the best movies. Oh, it's one of the best movies. Try white.
I mean, you say that, but...
Heck, if I could play it, I would, but, you know, people get mad. Sup, Red? Only relevant currently because the rawhide.
Hey, Red. Okay, I think I've got the bottom jaw on, and it doesn't look totally shit.
There we go. Are you not
I'm
sure
just gonna leave it and trust the process.
Whatchamacallit? You're gonna share it with the rest of the class when you are on a...
Hey, what?
Do you need it more forward, or...?
I don't know. I haven't sat on it yet.
Well, sit on it. Tell me if you need more forward.
Oh my
What am I sharing with the class exactly?
What are you drawing? Ooh, it's so comfy.
I don't draw.
Not drawing, making.
I mean, I could.
Such a whiny little creature she is.
Is it too far forward, too far back?
I can't quite tell. I'll need to be over here. So here, first things, let me roll this backwards. Oh, that's such a smooth roll. Nice. All right, take this, bring it where the boy can't get to it.
So outside.
Yes. Okay, so we'll start with these. Take this, we'll roll the old chair out.
Well, let me get the old chair too.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to wait for. My knees already feel better.
What about your head? Is that any better?
Oh my god, you don't understand, dude. The old chair has been absolutely killing my knees. Like, my lower back has been killing me. My knees have been killing me.
The serial killer's been trying to kill you, but
He fails miserably. He sent Asian talk. He sent the weebs. God. He's lazy.
next
He
you'll
doesn't do
send the
it himself.
neighbors.
Nah, the neighbors are afraid of us.
Why?
Honestly, it's part of the family. We're just not likable people, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair enough. I don't really like you either.
Sure you don't.
If you want to see, it is in the Discord.
I do want to see, and it better be in the Discord, bitch.
Stop saying weeb. You're fetishizing Asian culture.
I hate you.
Okay, the head's gonna be too big, but that's because I have a plan.
Ooh, she has a plan, guys.
Have a plan. It's gonna be a sparky boy. Or, well, girl.
Be a tacky boy.
Yeah, so it's gonna bulk out a lot. I hope.
Got all the sheets off in the plate back there.
There we go.
That's a good point, Silvar, yeah. Silvar says the back and the knees might just be damaged by the long screws. So
Listen.
really stop long screwing, you know? Short screws are best.
All I know is I'll take my back and knees hurting from a long screw over hurting from a bad chair any day.
You mean from a bad screw?
Listen, I'd rather have a bad screw than no screw at all.
You could have multiple short screws.
Yeah, but then I might have a screw loose.
Well, you already had a screw loose. I don't think that's going to make a difference.
Sure.
We're way past that.
Excuse the fuck out of both of you. My brother in Christ, can you leave me alone for 10 minutes?
You just want some attention.
Let me tell you something. This boy always wants some attention. And he always wants it at the worst
So
time.
give him the attention.
Exactly. Thank you.
I didn't hear
He
any
gets
of
the
that.
attention. This boy gets the attention.
Then keep giving it. It's too cute.
Here, no.
Mr. Cassie is not a lucky man. He has been kidnapped and Stockholm syndromed.
Put them outside, babe. They probably have to use the bathroom from being in the crate. Yes, I know. The big box is gone. Mommy took away your fun. You want to go outside? Oh, yeah, see? there he go. Got him.
Goes. Proper
I don't want
sentences
to hear
are
nothing out of
important.
you, aluminium.
That's because it is aluminium.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Americans spell it
No,
wrong
you
in it.
guys literally spell it wrong.
No. You spell it wrong.
UK people. You and your commonwealths.
Good thing I'm not part of the UK.
You heard her, guys. She's part of the. I heard. See, here's a deal I'll make to you, Chaco. You ready for the deal?
Okay.
You stop lying on my name about me being late, and I'll stop saying you're from the UK.
But you are late.
I'm literally not. Oh, you see what I put up with, guys?
Damn. That's really annoying.
What?
Just give me a second here now.
Oh no, she's found something bad.
Okay, so I did actually look up the original name for aluminium. The thing is that the site that I found is an American website. So I still don't know if it's right or not.
So, where did it originate from?
I mean, it derives from Latin.
Uh-huh.
And Humphrey Davy is the one who named it.
Uh-huh.
And I can't remember where Humphrey Davy was from. Give me a second.
Uh-huh. So what's the original spelling?
Well, that's the thing, is the website is shite. He's from Bristol.
Bristol, Connecticut? Bristol, Rhode
No,
Island?
no, Bristol, England. Cornwall. Wait, what? Cornwall? Oh no, he went to study in Bristol. Sorry, he's from Cornwall. So if anything, it's aluminium. And the website's just stupid.
Oh, so in other words, the official website says something you don't like. Gotcha.
No, it's not the official website. There is no
it's
real
more official than I said so.
I'm, as much as it pains me to say, I think the BBC is going to be more correct in this.
Uh-oh. Now you know she really wants to prove me wrong.
I really do. But, I mean, if we're going to be technical, then we're both wrong.
How?
Because it comes from alum, which is Latin, or alumen, which means bitter salt.
Wait, I need you to see the irony in the particular word here. Over and what you just...
I'm sorry, say that again, you broke up.
Of all words, I said I want you to see in the word we over and the definition you just read for it.
Bitter salt. Yeah.
You
I
don't find that
understand.
funny.
No. I don't find
She
chemical
does.
names funny. I find them traumatizing.
But you're bitter and salty. It's okay. I understand you relate to the
Who's breaking up, me
aluminum.
or Cassie?
Well, we both have
Aluminium.
full bars. Aluminum. Which one was this breaking up, guys?
Minium.
If it's her, then she'll let the
Can't piss me off
refresh.
too much. That was
If
good.
it's me,
That was good.
I'll refresh. What was good?
But still, chemistry jokes are a bit too on the nose for me. Thanks. Gives me flashbacks.
Mhm.
Flashbacks aren't fun.
Just because she's a scientist.
And doesn't that scare you? Starsan is breaking mic.
All right, hold on.
You're both good now?
Just in
Okay,
case
well,
I'm
it's
gonna
Cassie's
refresh.
problem anyway. But yeah, no, it is. It's aluminium. We can all agree on this, yes? Even just for the sake of ruining Cassie's day. First discovered in 1821. Yeah, but just because it was first discovered doesn't mean it was first named then. Scientists are weird. Say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. You're welcome. even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. I don't agree with it, America. Oh my god. No, you need to agree with it. You don't actually have a choice. I still have a commission coming, so I'm going to agree with Cassie blindly. Traitors. American isn't English. Thank you, Silvar. I'll take it. I'll take it. Wow. Either Cassie's dead or she must be having some real internet troubles. Oh,
Well,
never
we
mind.
are getting a storm, so I do believe.
Is the storm Hurricane Cassandra?
Shut up.
Never!
Listen. No, we're supposed to be getting actual snow this weekend, so. Which I'm so excited about.
What the hell is that word?
What the hell's what word? Pneumotram microscopic
Silco-vol.
copocanon.
Are you just putting like words together like pneumo and volcano together? Seriously?
Listen, I'm pretty good at pronouncing words. That was a struggle on my part, but I did my best.
It's still better than chemistry names. If that is a chemistry name, then I've never had it before, but chemical names are horrible. It's a
Okay,
coal
but can
miner's
you tell me if
disease.
I at least got it halfway right,
Miner.
Silvar? I'm gonna have a
It's a
stroke
coal
looking
miner's
at that
disease.
so-called word.
Is it black lung?
God, it was painful though. It's a coal miner's disease.
Is that the fancy?
Listen,
Yeah, no. Is that the fancy wording for black lung?
here's what I will tell you. You know why it's a coal miner's disease? Because any coal miner that tried to say that word caught the disease.
Smiles is the longest word. It's got a mile between the two S's.
New mono ultra microscopic silico volcano conaosis.
It does sound like having a seizure.
Now that you should clip, Chuck.
I mean, I still prefer the chair clips, but if you insist. I have so many clips that I need to actually edit. Oh my god.
God almighty.
I'm gonna be so busy.
So now do you have any plans for Christmas, my dear?
Yeah, it's called Die. No, I'm just joking. I have exams on the 4th and the 5th of January, so I'm gonna
I
take
thought
a
you
day
already
off for
graduated.
Christmas. No, I graduated from a chemistry degree.
You're one of those psychopaths that goes and gets more education, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm completely changing what I want to do. I'm in computers now. Very poorly. Yeah, I'm doing a master's in computing.
So then what was the point of the chemistry degree?
I didn't have a choice.
You mean you didn't have a choice? Listen, I know that it's not America, but I know you get choices there.
Okay, in this country, you make a list, and depending on how many points you get in your final exams, that's where you go to college. That's the course that you have. I missed out on the computer science course by 10 points.
Axel,
So I had to do chemistry.
you can...
And by the time I decided I didn't like chemistry, I was already 3 years into the 4-year degree. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to finish. Oh, he's such a cute little baby.
I can't with this fucking cat. I can't with this fucking cat. You little piece of shit. What?
After 40, that's not a word. I'm not saying that ever, or even gonna think about it or look about it for too long, because that hurts.
But there are letters that don't exist in that word.
The letters exist, they're just fancy A's and E's.
Screw them, they don't exist to me. I know all my letters are American.
That is a Danish word. Well, then it's
I'm
not a real
words
word.
American.
He is so cute.
You naughty thing.
You naughty thing proceeds to play with Le Cat.
Do not
Do it.
not
Do it.
quit it. Sir.
Do it. Yes.
Sir.
Who's a good boy?
Hey, shut up, you.
Good boy.
Quiet, you. Axel.
Axel
For fuck's
Foley.
sake. God almighty.
Just do it.
Chaco? You are
I'm not.
helping.
That's not me. Okay, I'm just quoting someone else, like Mitchell.
Do it. God almighty. No, stop trying to get on the paper.
Do it. Who's a good boy?
What? That's what you wanted, huh? This is what he likes. Holding my hand.
That's so cute.
He will come up to me and he'll go. Him and Zorro. They will physically tap me when they need my attention.
Zoro's actually
last
challenging you to a duel.
No. What they do is, so in the mornings when I get everyone ready, I collect the kittens and I put them in their crate for the day. And I feed Athena, who is my friend's cat that I'm watching right now. And then I will get myself ready. And so sometimes I might get a little distracted, either watching a video or just sitting there and I'll be working my knee or something. And the other morning I was watching a documentary on my phone and I was running a little late to start the day. This one gets on the bed, sits right beside me and goes, oh, don't you bite me.
I thought nipping was a
calling you
sign of
out.
affection, no?
No, when he does it, Axel doesn't do that unless he's good. This one has a major attitude. Make no bones about it.
But the ones with attitude are always the cutest. It's
No,
like the
you
problem
like
child in class. The teacher ends up loving that child.
So watch this, guys. I'm going to see if he'll do it on camera. Come on. Give it a second. You got to lean in for it. Oh,
Performance
you won't know?
issues.
So this is how I scratch his chin. Come on.
Mhm.
And he's watching me. He wants me to come in for it, but I want him to lean in. Come on. Oh, I'll tickle the chin. Yeah, there you go.
That's cute.
This is his favorite scratchies. And often all I've got to do is just do that finger motion. But see, I stopped it. You guys didn't see it. I did it a couple of seconds ago. But I did it a little too
Clip.
much to that side of the camera. To the side. So when I stopped, he got mad. Cassie, why is your house so dusty?
Gaelic
I
is
can't
fun
imagine
too.
why.
Oh, actually, I have a really... In Criminal Minds, in one of the really early
Yeah.
episodes, I was rewatching it. And, you know, Reed,
Yes.
the nerdy one,
I always thought he was kind of hot.
he is going off on this tangent about Halloween and how it's a Gaelic holiday, Samhain. And I didn't realize that he said Samhain, and I was like, who the hell is Samhain? Then I realized he meant Samhain,
Yeah, we say Samhain.
which is a Gaelic word. It's
Yeah.
Samhain.
We say Samhain.
I can't. That's not right. That honestly is hilarious and disgusting.
Listen. Don't get mad.
Samhain? Who the fuck is
Don't
Samhain?
get mad because we took your words and made them better. Okay.
How is that making it better? Although I have to say Irish is extremely painful to learn.
Yeah, Gaelic, fuck that.
Yeah. I don't know any Irish. I took Irish for fucking... How long did I take it for?
That's the funniest part, that there is an actual language
16
there.
years. I took it for 14 years and I am not fluent in Irish at all.
Isn't it technically Gaelic, not Irish itself?
I mean, Gaelic is encompassing. So it's like you have Irish Gaelic, you have Scots Gaelic, and you have Welsh Gaelic. And they're all kind of similar. In their pronunciations, anyway, not necessarily in their writing. But my favorite
Hearing
word,
that thudding in the background, that's Orion.
or it's the serial killer.
Sadly, no.
My favorite Irish word to say is Niamhsplachas. Would you like to know what it means?
Yeah.
Niamhsplachas. It means independence.
That is the exact opposite sound of an independent word.
Isn't it?
That is the least independent sounding word because I don't feel very independent saying it. I feel like I am conforming to something.
It makes me sound like I'm vomiting.
Right.
Niamhsplachas.
I feel very
Can you say a sentence in Gaelic? Anwyl ceadgum dulgadí an leithris means can I go to the bathroom?
That's the one she memorized, guys.
No, it's the one you have to memorize in primary schools because you're not allowed to go to the bathroom unless you ask in Irish.
Sounds rather authoritarian to me.
I mean, Ireland is the European version of California. And that's all you need to know.
Why you gotta tell us that? What, Greta, Weta? Oh, just a baby girl. Are you a baby girl? What? What?
I do have a saying, if you would like it.
I dared to say hi to Greta.
Hi, Greta. Hello. Orion, you brat. Let Greta get some attention.
Alright, take it out there. Starson doesn't train her dogs, though.
Greta's such a good girly.
Greta is such a good girl. That's why I feel so bad for her that she's stuck with Orion.
Yeah, poor Greta.
But she loves him, and she lets him get away with everything.
Is Greta older?
Yes. By like 3 years. No, I will say this. So I've been analyzing why Orion is as bad as he is. And the thing is, he's really not a bad dog, but there's naughty things he does that usually a dog raised with another dog doesn't have. Like, they don't have these issues. And I couldn't figure out why. But they said the very formulative years depend on how the dog that's helping formulate them, gives in. Greta taught Orion that she would match his pace. So no matter how bad he acted, no matter how fresh he got, Greta would take it. So Greta has taught him that dog etiquette states everyone will put up with his bullshit. He can charge full force at another dog when he gets overexcited, and it's okay. Because Greta just rises to meet him. So on the one hand, Greta is exceedingly tolerant. On the other hand, what the actual fuck, dog?
He's gonna have something coming to him if Greta ever snaps.
Huh?
If Greta ever snaps, it'll be like people.
She has.
It's always the quiet ones.
She has gone after him, and because he will test her on certain things, but then she gives in to him every time. So anytime they roughhouse, he doesn't even know how to share because Greta refuses to just keep it from him in tug of war unless it's very like we have to convince her it's okay. And so these are the issues we're having. I've got to let this cure before I can color it, but I'm pretty proud with how it's come out so far.
It is acceptable.
I can't stand you.
And yet you invite me on your stream.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean I like you.
You were just about to say that you would like me. No, that looks good. Well done.
I know you're lying, but I appreciate it anyway.
I'm not lying. I wouldn't deign lying to you. It's not worth it.
Oh, did anybody remember, by the way, a few months ago when I spoke about those things on YouTube that are taking freshwater turtles, and gluing coral and barnacles onto them and then doing those scrape off videos. Thankfully, some major YouTubers have found out about them.
Oh, good.
But I will tell you right now, if you are perusing the interwebs and you happen to see any one of those videos that are like the scrape off videos, and you see that the turtle has no flippers of any kind, if you see claws and toes of any kind, if the turtle can retract its neck in any way, it is not a sea turtle. And it is a fake video. And that is the problem I'm having because, and some people are like, oh, who cares? Let them get their money. They are literally hot gluing plastic, rocks, in some cases leaves and trees, to these turtles, and then they're scraping them off with a knife. In some cases, it's ripping open the shell.
What the fuck?
It's peeling layers of the shell. And then they're shoving these freshwater turtles into the ocean.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's as bad as people throwing tortoises into the ocean.
Exactly. But see, at least with the people throwing tortoises into the ocean because they think they're doing something right, while they're still assholes, at least they're assholes with good intentions. The assholes I'm talking about are people from Vietnam, Malaysia, Cambodia, Russia. They're from India, who are just buying turtles. And then I don't know why we're getting this, but I'm after 40. Get this out of here.
Get it.
Unless
get
you
it.
can do it, Chaco.
Yeah, give me a second.
Thoughtbot. But these are not creatures that are designed to be in salt water. And these turtles will die.
I got it.
We
got it.
You got it? See?
Mm-hmm.
That's my girls. And so I always tell everyone, please, because, that leads into something that happened today. No, I'm sorry, yesterday. That I laughed at, but it also made my blood boil. There was this video I saw on Facebook, and it was of these two octopuses. And it said, octopuses mating. And something didn't look right. It was these two. They came together. They were like smushing like this, which if you know anything about an octopus, that's what the mouth part is. Okay?
I don't think they were having sex.
They weren't. This was two males in a dominance fight. Because one at one point went like this and like encompassed the other one, and then the other one shot away quickly. But at first, the one that got like overtaken, all his tentacles turned black. And then as he shot away, he went to a more mellow yellow color. And I was like, octopus do a lot of displays based on color. And usually it's to tell them, hey, I'm not a threat, or hey, I am mad at you. And that's when I looked it up. That's how octopus fight. Their tentacles turn black when they're about to attack. Well, if you go into the comments, because these idiots, these, oh my God, absolute retards. They were all like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. One person was like, I can see the emotion. I can see the love in their making love. It's so human. And then a bunch of people was like, I'd never seen an octopus mate before. And I went into all the comments. I'm like, you still haven't. And because all it takes is Googling, because they put this piano
or a brain about basic octopus anatomy of where their mouths are.
That was a thing, because it's like, if you know that octopus mate with a specialized tentacle, then all you have to do is say, like, well, I didn't see the specialized tentacle because all of them are pushed back. Because that was the first thing that kind of caught me off guard. I was like,
I don't think you can safely say that in comments without someone going hentai.
Right. True. But that's the thing. Okay? So, we're about to get X-rated, kids. We're about to get X-rated.
You've always been X-rated. We're just getting triple X-rated.
A female octopus will sit like this in her little cave, and a male will come over, and with his one tentacle, he will slide it into her ovipositor. Okay?
I've never been more happy to know that they only have one of these.
And they will sit like that for hours. That's what octopus mating looks like. From the outside, it looks very boring. From the inside, particularly for the female, it's woohoo! So, for hours, she'll be sitting there like that, and he will be depositing the sacs of sperm. And that's how octopus mate. That's it. There is no other way. I'm trying to decide what. Yuck. See, the thing is, I was one of those kids that sat down and I watched National Geographic. And I forgot who I was telling. Oh yeah, I was at the restaurant the other night. I was at my friend's restaurant. I took my dad. We all went together. And while we were there, we were telling the story about when I pet Tilikum's mouth. Now, does anyone know who
Tilikum is in the killer whale, as in that documentary Blackfish?
Yes.
Oh, well, at least you have an arm.
Well, that's the funniest part. My arm was in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
So I was about 4 years old, and we were at SeaWorld. And Tilikum was the whale they would use for this because he was the biggest. And they asked for volunteers of who wanted to come up and pet the killer whale. Well, as you all know, do you even really need to ask who volunteered?
Who volunteered? I don't understand this at all. Was it Maddie? Did Maddie volunteer?
Matt
Did
didn't
Phil?
exist.
Phil must have volunteered then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I rushed down with my father. And Dad said the teeth were huge. They were like this big.
Fuck.
And he said that I could not wait. And I reached in and I put my hand on his tongue, and I'm scratching his tongue. And my dad just kept getting flashbacks about the idea of the whale just going and just eating me. And then the people there were like, well, if you had found out, like, I bet you didn't know at the time what killer whales were. I said, oh, no, I did. And they were like, what? I'm like, you have to understand that one of my favorite pastimes was National Geographic. I would go to the library and I would beg my parents to rent out any movies about animals. So I was watching killer whales tear apart seals and destroy humpback whale calves, and I just sit there in fascination.
And you still decided to put your hand in
Oh,
one's mouth.
hell yeah, and I'd do it again.
Oh, actually, I can't really say anything. I've swum with sharks in SeaWorld.
Yeah, there you go.
That was fun.
Now, is that I didn't know there was a SeaWorld on that side of the world.
Oh, no. It was in Florida.
You were in Florida?
This was when I was, like, 4.
I don't care. The fact that you were in America.
Yeah. I
didn't
have
know
been to the States. I don't remember it all the well, but I remember swimming with sharks. That was fun.
Those videos remind me of those people who bought freshwater goldfish from an aquarium and then released them into... Right.
What?
Right. Fun fact.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah, it was a whole thing. PETA. There's a bunch of, like, wannabe PETA members who would go and buy goldfish and then release them into the ocean. Fun fact, guys, if you do that, not only are you killing the fish, but it's going to be a rough death. Like, they're going to literally explode. I'm not joking.
What's wrong with these people? Why don't they fucking well Google? They're on their phones most of the time anyway.
Here's my problem. Most pet videos on the internet, most animal videos on the internet, people are fucking clueless about. And what I mean by that is, they have no idea what they're looking at. And 9 times out of 10, the animal's either getting, like the I Can Has Cheeseburger video, that cat was getting abused. Like, if you look at most of the old videos, and many videos that go viral, or many pictures that go viral, they're either misrepresented, or they're not even what they claim. Like, it's ridiculous. And it absolutely infuriates me, because then I'm the asshole. It's got to break it to everybody, because the problem is, then you get the people of the world, when you don't say anything and let them live in their delusion, animals suffer as a result. For instance, like I told you guys last week, that friend of mine who thought her dog could eat waffles and Captain Crunch because the TV said so.
Idiot. No offense to your friend, but also offense to your friend.
She's a sweet woman, and she tried, but the fact of the matter is, that's how people are. Omaha Zoo is a thing where you can pet stingrays. Now, there's a funny story about Philip about SeaWorld. So,
is that where you found him?
I wish. Okay, now, Chaco, you remember the sharks? I don't know if it's still there, because you went at 4. You're, what, 10 years younger than me?
I don't think it's there now. Oh, I'm more than 10 years younger than you. You're like fucking 180
my left
million.
nut. Anyways, so there was this giant stingray pool. And it was rather large. It had rocks. You went up the side. And the stingrays would circle around it, and there was one really big one, like huge. And I was on one end looking at the stingrays, and Dad and I were sitting there, and we heard splashing really bad, and the people at the park started running away from us. And that's because Philip had the biggest stingray in the pond and was pulling it up by its tail.
What the fuck?
He wanted to hold it.
Oh,
and so he was yanking it out of the water.
I mean, I remember there being stingrays there, and fully enough, I was too scared to stroke them.
Oh, I love stroke. I've pet the stingrays at Myrtle Beach. I've done it at Roger Williams Park. I did it at the Sea Life Aquarium here in North Carolina. Like, I love aquarium. When I tell you guys I love aquariums, like, I'm one of those people where if you bring me to a zoo, an aquarium, or a museum, I'm really happy. Like,
you like zoos?
I love zoos.
Interesting.
I love well-made zoos. Like the North Carolina Zoo, they really do a very good job of giving the animals large and natural habitats, and they take good care of their animals. They have this gigantic safari area, and they do a very good job of giving the animals appropriate diets. They're one of the few places in the world where sand cats have bred. So, like, overall, I really like them.
I don't know where Dublin Zoo ranks on that, but I do remember a few years ago there was a massive scandal about a penguin being taken out of the zoo and found on O'Connell Street.
What?
Yeah, some drunken kids broke into the zoo because it's basically in this massive park, so the park's not closed at night.
Right.
They climbed over the fence. They went into the penguin enclosure, put a penguin in a shopping bag, and basically exported it to the main street in Dublin and left it there.
Did the penguin survive?
Yeah, the penguin was returned like the next day.
Poor thing. It's like, guys, you're not going to believe what I went through.
Literally.
No, you know what? I'll tell you something that pissed me off. Matt, was that douchebag in Detroit the one you told me about? Was it Dallas or Detroit, the douchebag that went into the museum? I want to say it was the Dallas Museum.
Did they give it a red scarf? No, I don't think they gave it a red scarf. They just gave it a shopping bag to take home.
They should have given it a backpack. But, so, last night, Starman was reading me an article. And the article was a man broke into, I want to say it was the Dallas Museum of Art. And he smashed over $5 million worth of artifacts. Because, quote, He was pissed at his girl.
I'm sorry, what? He ruined.
Irreparable damage, yes.
What the fuck?
Let me see if I can get the exact article up.
How the hell? What, like... That makes me so angry.
Let's see. Oh, this happened in June, babe. But, okay. Man destroys $5 million in ancient artifacts in museum from row with girlfriend. A 21-year-old man reportedly broke into the Dallas Museum of Art and destroyed $5 million worth of ancient Greek artifacts after getting into a fight with his girlfriend. Brian Hernandez
Ancient
was
Greek
detained.
artifacts? No.
Let me see. Where is it? Brian Hernandez was detained by security guards on Wednesday after he allegedly broke into the museum and began smashing priceless ancient art. He allegedly smashed the museum's glass front door with a metal chair around 9:40 p.m. on Wednesday. Police reviewed the surveillance footage, which reportedly shows Mr. Hernandez using a stool to smash 2 display cases and damage several pieces of ancient art, including 2 pots estimated at $5 million in value. He told them that he wrecked the museum because he was mad at his girl. In addition to the
Fucking wreck you 'cause I'm mad at you.
2,500-year-old Greek artifacts he allegedly destroyed, police said he also destroyed a contemporary Native American piece of art valued at $10,000 and a Greek cup from around 540 BCE valued at $100,000. So this was one of the pots destroyed, and this is an ancient Greek pot destroyed at the Dallas Museum of Art. And it shows Heracles facing off, I believe.
That is beautiful. Or it was.
Yep. Yeah, the entire estimated damage is $5,153,000. However,
I hope
the
you had to
museum...
pay it out of pocket.
Oh, I wish. The museum's director, Augustine Ortega, said he was working with insurers to determine the damage, noting that the final estimate could be lower than the initial $5 million. We anticipate the real total to be a fraction of what the original $5 million estimate is. Eventually, security guards caught up with Mr. Hernandez. They were alerted of his presence when the motion detector alarm went off. When asked what he was doing in the museum, he allegedly told the guards he got mad at his girl, so he broke in and started destroying property. According to police, Mr. Hernandez called 911 on himself. So, no one knows why, like... He could have gone home and smashed his own shit.
Or, you know, he could have just gone into some shop and smashed their shit. Why would you go into a museum? Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, he looks emotionally stable.
What the actual fuck? That makes me so annoyed.
Stuff like that makes me very annoyed. But what I want to know is...
Like, break something that's common to these days, but I mean, fucking, how many of them pots are in the world in that condition?
Oh, these are like... Everything he destroyed was in perfect condition. I'll tell you that right now.
Like, that is so rare to have. What a dick. That makes me so annoyed.
Oh, he picked the most expensive items, too.
Please. Please, please tell me that he's in prison for an extremely long time.
It's happened in June, but I don't see any updates. I only see that when it happened, not afterwards. This is the problem I've noticed lately.
She probably said he wasn't Hercules.
Hercules! That's not you, babe. You ain't it. Like, all I've got is
I want to watch Hercules.
Let me try for an update. Let's see. Because that's what I can't figure out why he picked the museum. That's what I still try to figure out.
If only Indiana Jones was real, we could put him on him.
I like the idea of mind reading more.
He could have broken his own legs, for fuck's sake. Mind reading? Oh no, you're not talking about the last Indiana Jones movie, are you? Please tell me no.
That's what every article is saying, though, Linda. Like, nobody has changed that. I've looked for updates and everything. No one's changed the story.
I mean, he could be lying. He could just be lying to everyone. That's always a possibility, of course.
He could be, but I haven't seen anything to the contrary. But you know
Or
what I
he's
have
just
found that's really
a
cool,
dumb
guys?
fuck.
This is something that I found that's really cool. Who here likes collecting fossils before we go? Because we've got 6 minutes left. Does anyone here like collecting
Excuse
fossils?
you.
I
We
said what I
have
said.
longer than 6 minutes because you were 5 minutes late.
Nay. You got
Yay,
lots
yay.
of exposition today. So, who here likes collecting fossils? Because why I ask is, I have found an incredible site. InStoneFossils.com sells full-fledged megalodon teeth for way more affordable than I've seen them before. We're talking
How much?
only $250.
That's not bad.
The biggest ones are $400, and let me tell you something. That's really reasonable. And you can get a necklace cast in silver holding a smaller megalodon tooth. But that's not all they offer. So they offer, let's see, if you shop, they offer fossils, minerals, apparel. If you go to fossils, you can choose the fossil fish and ammonites, dinosaur specimens I have not checked, megalodon and shark's teeth, orthoceras and guyonetite, starfish and echinoids, trilobites, petrified wood, and flora and fauna plant fossils. Now let's go to the dinosaur specimens, which are
Is that
probably
verified? Like, are they actual fossils?
These are actual fossils, yeah.
Have you looked at the
Yeah.
reviews?
Yeah, like this was the first site that I found for almost everything I was looking for. But these are not huge. Like all the sites I found that carry large fossils,
Mm-hmm.
you can't afford what they sell. These are small. Like we're talking just a vertebrae or the section of a jawbone.
Still.
This is the largest one, and this is smoky quartz that developed inside a Karamazar vertebrae.
Cool.
Let me see. So you asked to find out if they are verified. Don't allow. Absolutely gorgeous.
Why didn't you tell me about this before Christmas, damn it?
Well, I only just found out last night.
Why didn't you find it before last night? Could have bought a Christmas present for fucking a year or two.
Well, I will send you this website so you can look it over and you can find out. But I will say, they seem like a very, they carry a lot of small stuff, you know? So they're not carrying gigantic things. Like, I think this is the largest I've seen. It's a cave lion skull for $95,000. It's a Russian cave lion. Oh yeah, you're spending the money if you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, but I don't have $95,000.
You don't?
I wish I did.
View full details. I'm looking because it's giving a background on European lines, which is great and all. Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Like they have like, I will say this: if you had $1,000 to blow on something cool, there aren't much cooler than getting a fossil like a Siberian cave bear claw.
Yeah, that is cool. I've only got some shark teeth, but
yeah, I've got like very small shark teeth that I found myself, and I think I've shown you before. You've seen my megalodon teeth, right?
I've seen your meteorite.
Hold on.
It is you that has the meteorite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
But I also have. Hold on. I also have these.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've shown them
So
before.
I have half megalodon teeth. If this was a full megalodon tooth, one of my goals in life would already be fulfilled. I want a 5 to 6 inch full megalodon tooth. That's one of the things I want in life. I also want a Leviathan tooth, but those are a lot harder to get. If you don't know what a Leviathan is, I will be happy to tell you.
I want a giant squid beak.
See, again, that's actually easier to attain because they are a currently living creature. Let me see.
There was a documentary years ago where they found an intact giant squid body. And they did a massive dissection on it. Oh, that was so cool. Like, it was already dead when they found it. And it's really rare to find intact bodies of giant squids.
Yeah, it was like a fresh dead.
Oh, it was so cool.
You can buy a Humboldt squid's beak for $45.
I don't want a humble squid. I want a giant squid beak. It's all or
You can buy
nothing.
a giant squid beak for $103.
Oh, that's actually not bad. A meteorite, is she going to forge Excalibur? Yes. After she breaks all of her technology first.
Bite me.
She has to go back to the roots. Otherwise, it's not a true Excalibur. Hey, Priz.
Welcome back for the last... Oh, no, it's 3 o'clock now. But yeah, if you Google it, you can find them.
Ew.
They do sell them. You can get replica ones.
Random present. I don't want a
You can get
replica.
replicas as well, but I don't know.
If I'm gonna be forking out over 100 quid, I'm gonna get the real deal.
Just saying.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah, most of the replicas are $24.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'll get a real one. It'll hurt me, but I'll get a real one.
I would say, if you're gonna find a man, make sure he's a marine biologist.
No, they got fuck all pay.
Who cares what they pay if he can get you the beak?
Oh, fair point. Or I could find a marine biologist, lead him on, get what I want, and then leave.
But what if he is the Patrick to your SpongeBob?
Then he's an idiot.
Would it not be hilarious if his name
And
was
I'm not in
Patrick?
that. God, Patrick is such a shit name. I don't care if anyone's called Patrick in chat. It's just facts of life. Patrick is a really boring name. All the Patricks I know are dickheads.
Listen, neither of us have exactly exotic names, young lady. You can just hold your tongue.
Excuse me.
I know what your name is.
My name is fantastic.
Uh-huh. Why don't you share it with the audience then? There you go.
No. But you know that my name is fantastic.
I very much know what it is, and that's why I know while it's a nice name, it's still a common one.
Yeah, but it's not a dickhead's name.
I don't know. Oh my god. Well, that's enough internet for the day.
What did you just find?
Oh god, I literally can't show it on here.
You don't need to show it, just describe it vividly.
It's an old man in,
Uh-huh.
you know those little mini underwears with the ruffle around the edge?
Yeah.
That's meant for just your, He's walking around with that and a crop top button down with 2 fake titties that you can see the nipples through and a Britney Spears wig and little spike heels.
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
Good, I'm gonna link it onto the, I am gonna share it.
With the world.
Yep. Copy link. If you want to see what I just witnessed, guys, go to the Discord.
Oh, I am. Where did you put it?
I put it on the general chat.
General chat, okay.
All right, guys. Though.
Oh my god!
I know.
What the?
I know.
Oh my god! That's horrifying.
Jade, you're right. I should buy her a fossilized sponge. That would be hilarious. I should get her a fossilized sponge, and I should get Bubs a fossilized frog. What you are.
Were you? Yeah.
But all right, guys, that
That's
is it for me
weird.
today. I thank you all for joining me. I thank you for being here. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Shit got weird today.
Standards. We're professionals here.
We are professional YouTubers.
And by we, I mean you.
She's part of my staff, so she's included.
I don't get paid. I don't count. I'm kidnapped.
Listen, you get paid in love.
I'm blinking twice, damn it.
But I love you guys. Please remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. The videos will be coming out this week. Also, guys, have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Please be safe this weekend. Remember to enjoy the time with your family. And, remember that gift giving is also about the emotions. So try not to be a brat. And try to remind anybody that is a brat about what it means to actually give and receive.
Especially if they're a child.
Is there anything you want to tell the audience before we go?
Don't have children.
God almighty. I love you all. I will talk to you guys soon. See you next week. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.